Hi loves, this is Sarah with another tutorial in Photoshop. First, actually, let me tell you that I've noticed that I haven't shared a video originally only based on a whole Photoshop thingy that like introduce Photoshop software to you. So I hope it's not too late. I just put it right away. Let's get started. Um, First, let me explain about each kind of things that you may, if you are a beginner, you may need. Well, look at here. This one is okay. Originally, basically, yeah. Honestly, of course, you know that this one is the picture you choose, and how to bring this picture is to go to the file over here when you open your Photoshop. Okay, this is the first thing you see without the picture. And then if you want to just enter a picture, you can grab the picture from your desktop or any file and just put it right away in your Photoshop, like just drag it into the Photoshop. Or you can click on the file and open. When you click on open, your thingy will open and you can basically choose your picture into your Photoshop. Or if you don't want to edit a photo but you want to make a black and white background or pure white or pure black, like anything, like you just wanna make a brochure or anything in Photoshop. Again, you go to file, but instead of open, you click on new. It means that you can create a new page and you can just name it anything you want and the size anything you want. Even manually you can change it, and the resolution is really important. It should be minimum 300 inch or pixel, and the color, the like background content is really important. If you want it to be transparent, you can choose transparent, or background color, you just right away you can choose it from here, or white. And then that's all you may know about this one, like just for now. And then you just click on OK and you have your paper over here, anything. Then for I just already opened the picture. If you want to just edit a photo, over here it's called layer. And For example, each step you do in Photoshop, create you should create a layer. And by creating layer, it means that you know that layer is just like but if you want to do the same thing, if you want to duplicate your background layer, background is your entire picture. So what you do is you right click and you see that duplicate layer. You just click on that and you just name it as you want, and you just okay. All right, and that's it. Like you have the same thing as previous one to your next. Just copy that. Copy the same thing once again. So, but if you want to have the blank page, okay, sometimes you just wanna make some kind of like for example, you have a brush and you just want to draw. So for that you don't need to duplicate your previous layer, of course, because you need a transparent layer that you can just brush on that. So anytime you want, you can just delete it off. So by that, over here, this small box in down below, you can see the delete. It deletes each layer you want. You just click on that, select it, and you just delete it. Like for example, right here, you just delete it off. And this one is the layer I was talking about, the create new layer. This one is the transparent layer, just comes on your photo and you can do whatever you want. For example, it looks like a brush, so of course the brush. So you just click on this brush. Over here you can change the size like this, just any brush you want you can choose, uh, in case in here anything just like this. And yeah, you can make the size bigger. You just can draw on it, so it doesn't destroy your original picture, because if you do not make a transparent layer like that, it's just gonna destroy your whole photo. You just like have to go back. It attached to your original photo, if you know what I mean. So, but see, these eyes um, are helpful for you to hide or unhide your layer. If, like, for example, you do some editing and you wanna see before and after, you just like, or maybe you are like, you wanna delete that, but you're not sure. You just unhide it and see, like, you can see how it looks like without it. Or maybe like you have so many layers that some of the layers are really disturbing. You just want them to be there, but they're disturbing. You cannot go through more editing, so just unhide them and you go on with your methods. Alright, that's all for this layer thingy. I just delete this layer because I don't need that. Um, or sometimes you have a group of layers that are related to each other. For example, some of them are related to colors, some of them are related to pictures, icons, anything. So you just make a group so it can be organized in over here. So like make it really easy for yourself. And like beside this create a new layer, here is the create a new group. You just create a new group like this. It makes you a folder. And what you do, you, for example, I don't have any layers, so I just duplicate this layer and I just drag this into my folder. And when I click on this little arrow, it just makes my folder closed and you cannot see anything inside. And then when you click on this one, it just drops down your folder and you can see whatever is included inside. So that's how the way you can just organize your layers like this. And then for example, another thing, I have a original, really original photo right here. I just, if you want to go back, like if you have done something and you just don't want that, you can go back. You just Control Z once. It just helps you Control Z. But if you want to go back twice or three times, you click on Control Alt and Z. Alright? Just click on Control Alt. You just hold on to Control Alt and just click on Z again and again. So that's how it goes back. It goes back several times, like 5 times, but it won't go back like more than that. So sometimes you're just stuck if you use many, like, too much of brush. You cannot just go back. That's why I'm telling you to create, to duplicate your layers, to create your layers and all that. Excuse me. Well, for example, I delete this layer and I duplicate it again. Okay. Alright. The first step, you can edit your picture if you don't know anything about Photoshop, but you seem like okay, I want my picture to be kinda more bright or content, so you just want to add some how to say that, like vintage anything. There are some something in this box. You see normal over here, just right here. Before I start talking about this one, the blending mode, here you see the lock. You can lock anytime. You can lock your layer, so you won't delete them, or you can you just won't move them. They are gonna be there. As you see, the background is always liked, so because the background should be there all the time. So that's how you can lock or unlock your thingy. And the opacity and fill makes it go to it fades this out or in. It's like some, I'll show you how, like right now. This box normal, when you just drop this down, you can see normal, dissolve and anything. You just click on each and try on. And this picture means that this picture is on this background, and it helps you to what I do now is I make two layers but same picture. So this is gonna be a mask on another picture. So when I change this, I can change the whole thing, right? When you put a mask, you just you make a difference on that mask, and it affects your background. But you can anytime you can just remove that layer. So it's just like that. So these all some of them are not much different, but some of them like dark. And I just click on arrow on my keyboard to go down, multiply and color burn, linear burn, darker color, lighten, screen, color dodge. And these are actually the things you can always use for your thingy. The most things that usually I use is lighter color and lighter color overlay and soft light. The overlay and soft light are the most thing I use. Depends on the picture, the lighting. If the lighting is too much, I guess the soft light should be enough. But if it's not, the overlay is perfect for that. See, it makes that contenty. It like makes it too bright, and the quality makes it better. But sometimes it's too much. Like if I use this overlay or okay, like it's too much, so I use soft light. See, I just can remove it, right? Hide it and unhide it. But you can see this is the better quality. So what I do, I can always make it less than what it is right now, because I see it's too much. Okay, let me zoom in by Control plus or Control I think you can just call it. You can just zoom in. See, it's like kind of too much. It's not really good. So what I do, opacity, I make it like 50% or more than 50% just to make me satisfied. Just the amount of that soft light that I want, I can perfectly adjust from this one. Or maybe fill. Alright, you can just do both. Both are actually the same thing. They do the same thing mostly, but the feel is the feel when you just change the feel, it just changes mm, more than that. Let's say more than that. So for now, these two are the first thing you can use right away. Excuse me. And if you're asking, can I have like 5 pictures open in Photoshop? Yes, you can. By clicking open anytime, like here, one, two, I have like many things right here. You can just click on them. So this is like all of them, and you can actually hold it and grab it and bring it back like over here. So or again just drop it there. You can just play around with this. You can change the locations of your boxes, and anytime you lose some box here, don't worry. You just go to window, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, window, and you can just choose anything. Let me say yes, it's gonna be yes, like paths, paragraph styles, notes, navigator, anything you want. You can just brush anything. Can be right here. But to me, I make these things small icons over here too, so it's gonna be easy for me. I don't need to go all the way to window. Like channel and path. The channel, well, this one is RGB or red. This makes some difference in your picture, but trust me, you should not right now touch anything about that. That one used for if you wanna delete some background, you go through that. Later I'll put a small tutorial on that too. All right, that's all for this side. All right, just a small introduction. And then the best part of editing is first that box that I talked about, soft light, and then okay, just to make sure, when you use this soft light, you have to, if you're okay, you are just like, okay, I want this layer I want to use this layer. You have to blend them together. You have to collapse them, and by that you click on control and you make that one layer. You just attach them together, so it won't change anymore. Because if you have this layer together and the soft light is there already, if you make another layer, if you cannot duplicate your layer. If you duplicate this layer, it means that it makes 2 times of soft light, and it makes it not much what you want. So yeah, what I'm suggesting you, if you do this kind of changes, you just collapse it. You just blend them together, make it one by Control E, and then you can duplicate it anytime you want to. Another thing you can use to edit your pictures over here is image. Alright, you go to image, the adjustment, and over here is all of this. You can just try it all yourself. The mostly bright or levels, curves, saturation is to change colors. The curves is just to make you, if you want to bring out RGB colors, like I'll show you, like this one. You just choose from here and here. You just I have a tutorial on curves. You can just refer to that. You can just play around with image adjustment over here, and all of them you just go play around, and you will find out the very good things about this one. The HDR, everything is here, very good. And then over here you can just see the toolbox things. This one is actually, yeah, this selects the whole thing, and then this one selects the particular part you want to, like if you want to copy and paste it, you just drag and select this part, Control C, copy, and Control V, paste it again. You have this another layer, you see. It's just like that. If I want to move it, I have to click on this one to set my selection, and then I move it again. See, I have two of this part, so you can just do that. And then this one, I have tutorials on many of them. Many of them you should check out them. This is a selection tool, or cut the selection for cutting tools. This one is again the quick selection tool, the crops. This one is, I don't know if you may know, if you use paint in your uh, computer, it just select a particular kind of color for you over here. This is the color box. And then you can, like by here, you can make a whole kind of things, anything you want. By here you just stroke or fill, you can choose if you want to fill it with any color, or if you want to stroke the like the lining, you can just change the color, the thickness, and anything. All of them are here. You just need to look around. In Photoshop everything is useful, and everything is really clear. Nothing is really not non-clear. So yes, this is the patch tool. This is a really important tool, and I cannot just it needed another kind of video tutorial. So please go ahead and watch that if this is really useful. This is for you to cut and remove things from background and you don't need. See, each things I do, it makes me another layer. So I have more layers. So if I have some similar thingy, I just create a group. This one is brush. As I said, over here you can have adjust the sizing and the brush. You can download it always on internet. Many thing brushes, like stars, moons, anything, any kind of brushes you want to, you can just get it from on internet. But basically, if you download your Photoshop, you always have those basic brushes. This one is the clone stamp. It's a really good one. You should go and find out. These are the tools you can use all over. This is just the eraser tool, and this one is the fill up, the gradient tool, just like paint all around. And this one is a useful tool as well, the dash tool. It makes everything brighter. It's just to highlight stuff. And yeah, the text box, and the text box, everything you choose from here, you just look up and see if anything useful is there. See, like this one, see. This one is a normal thingy, or this one is just like, yeah, just go around, play with Photoshop if you really love it. Like here, anything. Alright, one more thing is, you have an eraser, and if you look at opacity or flow, sometimes you need to erase some stuff, but you don't want them to be really obvious, like really sharp lines all around your erasing areas. For example, if I want to erase this one, if I can, let me check. For example, I want to erase this layer, so I click on this layer and I click on my eraser. I change the size, and alright, the brush, and I erase it like this. See, the flow, I made it 21%. If I make it 100%, just erase it just sharply. But if I go down below 50, it makes it like kinda fade this out for me. And if you don't want that kind of erasing, you just go with opacity and just help you too much with this kind of stuff. Really, you just need to, the opacity and flow is really useful for many of the tools over here. And don't forget, if you see this stuff, these small arrows, you just right click, hold on to that for a second, and then you can list down and use each of them. um Anything I should tell you for now? Do you know the boxing I just told you? You just click on that, you just change the color from your brush. This one helps you to change the color and adjust the color of your brush, and you just click on that and you just go on. Alright, so that's all. And at last, I was almost was forgetting that. So anyway, you just go to file for saving your photo. After that, I've done a very good thing right now. Oh my god. So if I just save that, how to save that? I just go to file and save as it as, like, you just choose the name of the file, and here is the Photoshop. If you want to change the whole Photoshop, like as a Photoshop format, you click on first Photoshop. If not, go, if you want to just save the picture, JPEG, just this one. Alright, not these two. This one is what you are looking for. And other things, PNG is for those transparent stuff. As I told you, if you have made a logo already, and you made a new page and you change the background to transparent, and you made a logo, so you can just put the logo everywhere you want. It doesn't have a background anymore. So you just use the PNG helps you to have a transparent stuff packed. And Photoshop PDF is not that Photoshop you have to save. Don't do that mistake. This is the Photoshop you have to save as your stuff, and you just save it in the locations. Here you just choose it, and that's all. You just click on save. I don't want to save that because it's not a piece of art, so yeah, just cancel it. So that's all for today. I hope it was helpful. Sorry it was too late. If you have any question, if you want me to do some more stuff, please let me know. If you like this video, please thumbs up for me, and subscribe it if you haven't. So yeah, so I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.